continues live from the Evansville Riverfront. Here's Randall Parmley.
Welcome back to downtown Evansville as our coverage of 2018 HydroFest. The Roar on the River continues. 2 races down, 1 to go, and it is the big one coming up in just about 8 minutes or so. The Grand Prix World Championships finale. Those boats reach speeds of up to 170 miles per hour. That is really getting at it on the water. We just saw Dale Hernandez Jr. win our second race of the afternoon, the SESA final. So again, 1 more race to go, and we will have that for you live right here on Eyewitness News. I said Dale Hernandez Jr. just won our second race of the day. He is now standing by live in the pits with Jessica Wimsett. Let's go to Jessica now.
Yeah, Randall, well, we are here with the winner of that race that you just saw right there. A very good one, very close, neck and neck the entire time, but you were able to pull away with it at the end. First of all, just walk me through what was going through your mind right at the end when you clinched that race.
Well, I know Caitlin had the speed on the outside, but with my lucky memorial feather here from my buddy James Curtis, I just flew through that last turn with barely any down pedal just to keep the speed up, and it was a wrap.
Now, I know this is your first time here in Evansville this year, your first win on this course. What was the water like out there? What did it feel like for you?
It was perfect. It's a nice chop. There's not too much wind. I mean, we need chop out there to get the boats to fly. So it's a perfect weekend for weather.
Ready to celebrate? How are you going to do it?
Well, I'm going to go back and grab something special out of the cooler. And I think it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
All right, well, that'll do it. Congratulations again. We will have the next winner's race, the next race's winner, right down here in the pits for you, Randall. But for now, back to you.
Thanks so much, Jessica. Good job down there in the pits. Again, if you're just tuning in, we still have 1 more race to go this afternoon. It is the Grand Prix finals, and those are the big boats. And if you're down here on Main or on Riverside and here at Dress Plaza, you can literally feel those boats. It will shake your entire body. So we're really looking forward to getting that one going. Still a few minutes away from that. All right, before we get any further, let's check in with Ashlyn Irons. Again, she's our roving reporter walking up and down the street this afternoon, just kind of taking in the sights and sounds and the atmosphere of HydroFest. Go to Ashlyn one more time. What do you have for us, Ashlyn?
Hey, Randall. Well, I'm with Dutch Squires right now with the APBA, and he actually has a hydroplane boat right here. It's real and used for driver school, and you were telling me that pretty much anyone can learn how to drive one of these things?
That's the idea of this boat. We have 3 of these boats in the country. This is an actual 5-liter hydroplane, 350 engine in it, and we conduct about anywhere from 2 to 4 driving schools throughout the year. And so we have the people that register for the school. They go through a safety program, and then they actually get to drive this boat for 10 laps. And this is a real race boat, so it's the real experience. You can see it's called the APBA Driving School, and we like to call it the ride of a lifetime. We have people that do it to learn how to drive a hydroplane. In fact, Jared, that lives here in Evansville, bought a hydroplane after riding in this boat. Other people use it as just kind of their bucket list, but either way, you're welcome to join up. We'll do one next spring, maybe 2 next spring.
And about how fast can this boat get?
That boat set up to really race. It probably wouldn't be that way for the driving school, but to really race, that boat runs about 115 miles an hour. During the school, we'd probably slow it down to 100.
And can you just tell me a little bit about the features of the boat?
Sure, be glad to. So the E stands for 5-liter. The 8 is the number for that boat. This is what we call the skid fin. Without this on here, it wouldn't turn because these boats fly, so you have to use that to turn. You can see the headers here on the 350 engine. And then in the back, of course, you have a rudder like a regular boat, and then it has a propeller like a regular boat.
1 to the 5, 1 to the 5.
And people are even getting in the boat and taking pictures, and so you can see you can just climb right in here. And are you getting up here too? Can you just tell me a little bit about what is all in here. How exactly, do you go about steering it? Is it like a boat or a car?
Well, it steers like a car or boat. You guys can't see it on TV, but it's got a steering wheel in it, and we have a tachometer, and we have an oil pressure gauge, water pressure gauge. You just have a switch to turn the ignition on and a starter button, and when you hit the starter button, it goes.
20.
All right, back to you guys. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ashlyn. We are 20 seconds away from our last race of the afternoon, the Grand Prix finals. And I'm here to tell you, folks, you can't really pick it up on TV, but when these bad boys get in the water and they fire them up, like they're going to do in 6 seconds, it shakes everything. Let's go to John Toomey for our final race of the day.
5-minute gun. GPW final time, Evansville. Here we go. It's going to get loud. First boat to make their way out of the pit area is the GP18, the Destination Harley-Davidson, driven by Greg Huff, sponsored by Golden Corral and Huff Motorsports. The GP20, Ed Preston and the Jago Homes and the Trust Company presents Miss Tri-Cities. The GP74, driven by Jim Muldoon, out of Friday Harbor, Washington in the Marine Dream. The 27, Cal Phipps, the Wiggins Racing, Capital Electric GP27. Jamie Nielsen's got the 55 Cabo Marine. There he goes. Your Eastern Divisional champion, Jamie Nielsen, is out of the pit area in the 55. And here comes the 52. Wannabe Racing and John Gregg out of Columbus, Michigan. Want to give a shout out to Mike Horvath and Rob Kurtz on the 52 team. A lot of work went into that Wannabe Racing vessel, and they're out on the race course. Evansville, Indiana. It's time for GPW final at the Evansville Hydro Fest. We've got 6 of the loudest on the water. Cal Phipps and the Wiggins coming by. The GP27, sponsored by Capital Electric, Cal Phipps and the Wiggins Hydroplane coming by on a fast tie run. Here comes the 55, your Eastern Divisional champion, Jamie Nielsen. In the Cabo Marine, coming by real slow. He won't be that slow for long in that 55. Way wide on the outside, the 52 of John Griggs in the Wannabe Racing coming by. We are 2 minutes and 30 seconds away. 2 minutes and 30 seconds from the start. Ed Preston moved over to the inside lane, and here comes Greg Hopp in the GP15. The Happy-Go-Lucky Racing, sponsored by Heads Electric, Golden Corral, and Holiday Shriners. Greg Hopp made his way on the race course. We've got 7 of the loudest and the fastest hydroplanes on the planet out here for you at the GP final. 2 minutes, Evansville, 2 minutes away. Everybody jockeying for position on the back stretch. They have to be at the start-finish line prior to 1 minute. So the guys on the back look pretty good. John Griggs got to go. John Griggs in the 52's got to go. Cal Phipps has got to go. Greg Hopp as well. No lane assignments here in the finals. They're still fighting for the positions here. Got to have that 4-boat length overlap. Right now, Jamie Nielsen's in 1. Ed Preston's in 2. Looks like Greg Huff is in 3. Steve Huff in 3, and then Jim Muldoon in 4 right now. We are 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute away, 1 minute. All right, now they'll all slide down here into turn number 2. 50 seconds away down here to turn 1. Looks like Steve Huff at the destination Harley-Davidson might be having some mechanical issues back there in the GP18. A lot of white water, hard to tell right now, but looks like Jamie Nielsen in the Cabin Marines got lane 1. On his outside was Ed Preston. I'm looking for the tail feathers of that GP20. The Jago Homes and the Trust Company presents Miss Tri-Cities. He looks like he's in lane number 2. We are 20 seconds away from the start. Greg Hopp going to go way wide on the outside in lane 4 or 5. All right, Evansville, let's count it down as we are now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, what a start by Ed Preston. In the Miss Tri-Cities, he'll lead him down here to turn number 1 on lap number 1. We'll go 4 times around. Ed Preston on the outside. Jamie Nielsen is right there. Jamie Nielsen on the inside. Ed Preston in the Miss Tri-Cities battling out for the lead. But look at this battle for third. Hop and Jim Muldoon going side by side for third. Down the backstretch, it's Ed Preston in the Miss Tri-Cities by about 3-4 boat lengths. Jamie Nielsen not giving up yet as they head down here into turn number 2 for the first time. We'll go 4 laps around, and it's Ed Preston in the Miss Tri-Cities on the outside, but Jamie Nielsen's got the shorter way around on the inside. 1 down and 3 to go here in the GP World Final. Third position, it's Jim Muldoon back here in the 74. Wow, it got tight down here in turn number 1, and Nielsen's made up a lot of ground. Your leaders through the apex of turn number 1 right now. It's Preston on the outside and Nielsen on the inside. Ed Preston in the GP20. The Blown Income Racing has the lead in the Miss Tri-Cities by 4 boat lengths. Jamie Nielsen in the Cabo Marines trying to scoot up on the inside. We're losing boats left and right, but these leaders are battling it out. They'll come around and complete lap number 2. Nielsen hugs the buoy line. 2 down and 2 to go here in the GP World Final. The GP20 Miss Tri-Cities, sponsored by Jago Homes and the Trust Company, head down with the lead over top of Jamie Nielsen. But Nielsen is hugging the buoy line. He's trying to make up any ground that he can on Preston, as Preston's on the outside and Nielsen's on the inside. Third position, still Steve Huff. Oh, we're having lots of issues with Greg Hopp's boat back there in 4th. But the leaders hit the entrance of turn number 2 on lap number 3. John Grigg moved into 4th, Cal Phipps. It'll be white flag, white flag. Oh no, Nielsen, we've lost Jamie Nielsen. Ed Preston has to just finish 1 more lap. We got a dead boat and Greg Hopp up here in turn number 1. Jamie Nielsen unfortunately lost it coming through turn number 2 in the GP55 Cabin Marine, but your leader is going to split rivals as he goes down the backstretch. He's got some lap traffic in front of him, but here he comes down into turn number 2. He'll split Cal Phipps going through turn number 2 on lap number 4. It's going to be the GP20. The Jago Homes and the Trust Company presents the Miss Tri-Cities. Your winner of the Evansville Final in the GPW, Ed Preston.
The final race of the day, and he did so in dominant fashion. How about that? Congratulations to him. We're going to take a time out, and when we come back, we're going to put a nice big bow on everything. We're going to talk to our winner and wrap up our coverage of HydroFest. We'll be back with more live action right after this time out. You're watching 2008